Hello, art students. I'm Miss Morris, and today we will create a contemporary composition titled Contemporary Fashionista. Materials needed for this lesson are 1 sheet of construction paper, white, 12 by 18 inches, okay? So that's just a large sheet of white construction paper. You will also need 2 sheets of black construction paper, a half sheet of orange construction paper, and 1 piece of red construction paper. Also, you will need a pair of scissors, a pencil or a white color pencil to draw. You will also need a glue stick, and just to help you out if you need to, a ruler, but that's optional, okay? Just to help you measure out. So let's get started. Now with this project, you'll need some templates, and you can find those templates around the home. One I'll be using with this project is a small plate. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your black sheet of construction paper, and a small plate like this, they usually say they're cake plates. They're really quite small. You're going to take your plate and you're going to trace. Now I'm going to use a white color pencil so that you can see, being that I'm using black paper. If I use a pencil, you may not be able to see it, okay? So I'm going to lightly make my circle, but I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm just going to kind of come in and leave the bottom open, okay? Now, hopefully you guys can see that at home. I don't really want to go too dark, but just for you at home, I will, because I want you guys to be able to really see what it is that I'm doing. And that line can always be erased. So there you have it. It's like a half, more than a half circle. So then coming right here, if you can see that, I hope I'm not casting too much shadow, right there, we're going to create the Fashionista's hairstyle. And so you're going to start with a dot there, and you're going to draw a line, curve it, and then bring it to a point at the end where your circle ended, there. And here you're just going to curve a line going around, following the shape of your circle that you made, and stop there. Now you're going to cut this out. Cut as carefully as possible. Make sure your line is nice and smooth. Okay. Almost. Okay. So what we should have is this. Now we're going to take our glue stick and we're going to glue this on. So I'm going to flip it over because I want her part going this way, leaning more to the left. I'm going to use my glue stick. Make sure you're putting enough glue on there so it stays in place. And about in the upper part, like right here, you don't want too much space. You want to place that in the center, making sure these are nice and even, and you're going to smooth that out. we need some room for her bun at the top. And that's going to be what we're going to do next. Okay, so with this leftover paper, and I don't like to waste, as you all know, you're going to draw a circle. Now, if you need another template, it's got to be smaller than this, but something big and round, okay? So I'm just going to freehand mine. But at home, if you have something, a template that you can use, go right on ahead. You're going to make this about that size. Just using that little like space in there so you're not wasting paper. And then you're going to cut this circle out and get it as round as you possibly can. Here we go. And I'm just going to clean up some of my edges. Dry throat. And I'm going to glue. And at the top right here, I'm going to place the bun. Just like that. Okay, moving on. Now, taking my half sheet of orange paper, I'm going to create, my throat is so dry, I need some water. Her glasses. Now, I'm going to create about 2.5 size circles, inch circles, sorry. On either side. So what I'm going to do is, with my orange paper, I'm going to trace one circle using my pencil. And hopefully you can see that at home. If not, I'm going to do it a little darker because sometimes my camera doesn't pick up when I draw too light. And let's see what that measures. Okay. About 3 inches actually, so that's even better. So creating a small space in between the glasses, about 1 inch. This measures about 1 inch. If you can see that, I'm not sure. You're going to start the next one. So you're going to make a line here, a dot here, draw one line going straight across at the top, one here, measuring about 1 inch, and then you're going to draw your glasses on this side. And make sure your glasses are nice and even. One's not higher than the other. You don't want to do that. And that looks about right. So now we're just going to cut. You can see what I did. We're going to just cut the glasses out, flip it over, then we're going to glue it and flip it over and glue it on, okay? So you're just going to cut out your glasses now. And I'm cutting really careful. I want to be nice and neat. I want my shapes to be nice and perfect as I can get them. There we go. So on the side that you see your pencil mark, you're going to glue on that side, holding this down. Make sure you get plenty of glue on there. And then you're going to place those glasses towards the base of the hair almost, leaving those darts visible, just like that. And make sure it's nice and even straight across, just like that. Now, being that the diameter of each of these circles was 3 inches, we're going to make the next set of circles 2.5 inches, okay? So taking your extra sheet of black paper, you're going to fold it over nice and evenly. Make one fold. And you're going to take your white pencil again. Using your ruler, you can kind of mark off what is 2.5 inches. So that's about there and there. So I know my size. And find something, or you can also freehand if you choose to, something that's going to be about that size for you. So this glass is perfect in that diameter. I'm just going to create my circle. And now I'm going to cut that out. So being that I folded my paper, once I cut this, I will have 2 of the same exact circles. And these circles should be about 2.5 diameters, shorter than the diameter of the sunglasses. I'm going to glue them on now using my glue stick. Oops. And I'm going to push them a little closer to the inner part so that this part is a little wider. And again, just like that. Okay. Now, with my red paper, I don't really need this much, so I'm just going to cut a little piece. And I'm going to draw some lips. Now, lips are really not that hard to draw. You can make your lips however you like, but I want mine just small and very dainty. So I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm going to use a marker so you can see what I'm actually drawing. It's for you at home. Okay. Some light. There we go. And so I'm going to make like 2 arches, almost like the McDonald arches. Slant down. Come in at the corners here and drop it, round it off, and meet it back at the corner. So that's just it. That's it. Now I can cut the lips out. And on the side that I drew, of course, I'm going to glue on that side because I want everything to look nice and clean. No drawing marks. And I'm going to find the lower part where the face would suggestively end around in there. And I'm going to place this in the center, bringing it nice and low, like that. So she has no nose. Everything's very suggestive, this face. And it's really good. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to draw what we call these, her outfit, or the upper portion, neck portion of that anyway. And we're going to demonstrate or show a suggestive neckline by using circles. So what I've done, the first thing is I'm going to make 4 small circles. Now you can use the size of what I would say is a quarter. If you have a quarter, you can use that to help you as a template. So what I've done is I've already cut those out, but if you have a quarter at home, you can take a quarter and then just, actually, let me use orange so you can see it. And you're gonna make a circle. And being that this is folded in half, that would make 2. And you're gonna make another one. And you're gonna cut those out. And being that I already have mine cut out and ready, I have my 4 circles here. And we're going to start placing the neckline, okay? So this is, I'm gonna just kind of shape it to show you what it should look like. And it should look like, almost like a smile, okay? But it falls below the lip, much further down, okay? So on one side, I'm gonna place a circle. And on the other side, I'm gonna place it the same height, just like that. Again, this one's going to be a little lower to create that dip. And this one will be right next to that. Now they should, if you have to adjust them, because there should be a little bit of white background in between every dot. Okay, just like that. Now, with your quarter as your template, or you can just use the pieces you've already cut out, you're going to do the same thing with the leftover orange you have. So remember this, fold it in half, and then you're going to draw two circles the size of quarters, just like that. So again, I've already cut mine out, being extra prepared for you guys. And it should be 4 orange circles. And we're going to place these now. Okay, so somewhere below the first one on this side, coming just underneath it like so, bringing it in. And on this side as well. And that should kind of fall in between here, but coming like this, okay? So it's right below it, right beneath. And you're just gonna follow the same pattern here, keeping some white space in between. Make sure you're spacing them so they're not touching, and it should look just like that. Okay. Your next size is going to be a little larger than this 1-inch circle here, okay? So your next size is going to be about, let's measure for you at home. So it's going to be about 1 3/4, I'm sorry, just trying to get something off of it. 1 3/4 inch of an inch. And you're going to, again, take your paper here, and you can take your ruler. I'm going to do it here. And I know you can't see this at home, but 1 3/4 of an inch. And then you're going to create your circle, making it as neat as possible. Or if you have a template, please use it. Okay. And you're going to do 2 of those same size, okay? So I'm going to cut out this one. I already have one, actually. And I'm going to cut this out. And remember, you need 4, total of 4 of them. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So now I'm going to place these like so. Just like that. So once you've got them placed correctly, you can start to glue them down. Just like that. You see? If you have to readjust them, do so before the glue completely dries on you. Okay. Next, we're going to go even larger. Now this one's a little bit larger than this circle. So of course, instead of going, this is 1 3/4, we're going to make this circle about, let's say, let's look, 2 inches. So this circle should be about 2 inches wide. And if, again, if you have to measure it out here, you're going to make 2 of them. So that's 2 inches from here to here. And I'm going to trace my circle, my 2-inch circles now. And you should have more than enough paper with your second sheet to create all your circles. Make sure that you are giving yourself some room to place as many circles in and cut them out so you're not just wasting paper. Use the space of your paper wisely. Cut as neatly as you can. Try to get those circles just as perfect as you can possibly get them. Okay. So now we have 4 large circles. And we're going to start placing those as well. So here, almost like next to it, falling at the base of the paper, we're going to place this circle, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. So these kind of fall a little like upwards. And at the very base here, you'll see a space. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to place this circle at the very base, like so. And it's going to fall off the page. You're just going to cut off the excess. So what you're going to do is you can take this circle. Actually, I messed that one up. I'm going to take this circle, sorry. Cut it in half. Add glue and place it at the base in between those spaces that are left here and here. Okay. Now, this is what you'll see. Let me put something behind it so you can tell what I'm talking about. You can flip this over, and any excess circles that you see, you can just cut off. So you see that? You're just going to take your scissors and cut whatever's hanging off the page. You don't want to see that. Okay. And there you have it. Your contemporary fashionista. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. And she looks absolutely fabulous. And until next time, enjoy. Bye.